How do you expect to grow if you can't trust anybody? When you have a maid in the house, the maid better be uglier than your wife.
What?
That you are a commodity opposed to a companion sometimes.
Like, oh, you don't need to send her to school because anyway, he's gonna end up getting married and then he stays home. The husband will find money.
Hey everyone, what's up? It's Gilsar Vergara back with another video. And today, how many days has it been? It's almost, I think I've vlogged almost for a whole month. I really did. I think almost for a whole month. So I'm gonna lay off the gas for a little bit, and it just, you know, that's how things work in life and things like that. Actually, I'm gonna take, I gotta take care of stuff back home in the Philippines. I'm not going to the Philippines, but I gotta take care of stuff back home. So I'll probably not, it's gonna be hard doing every day. I've been trying my best. Plus at work is getting it's getting a lot more busy. So my time frame of, you know, constantly having time to vlog is very null, you know. But I'm gonna try to keep pumping as much as I can. If anything, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pre-record things on the weekend and then try to do it on a daily type thing, or just record throughout the week and try to do it in bursts. So maybe I'll take a week off or whatever, do it in record a bunch of stuff and then do it for a week and then do the same thing, rinse and repeat. But we'll see what happens. Hey guys, I'm on the iPhone 11 today because my nephew borrowed my setup for his YouTube channel. That's him right here. Ruby and I are going to the park. Jesus Christ, what's up with this, dude? Either my head is getting bigger or my neck is getting smaller. I look really weird with this thing, dude. We're gonna go to the park, see my sister. My niece is out there right now, and it's pretty much, hopefully you can vlog out there. I'm gonna probably get tired real quick holding this thing, but I'm really considering either getting a GoPro, DJI Osmo Pocket, or a Canon M50. Comment down below what you think I should get for the channel. We'll see what happens. And or the Rodecaster Pro. But yeah, comment down below because my mind is going everywhere right now, you know what I'm saying? Abby and I are at the park. Abby from Abby Station, aka my niece. Oh jeez, what moves are those? We are out in the park, and obviously there is no social distancing. Well, I guess it's social distancing. Let me switch over to the other cam. So how is COVID affecting you as a 10-year-old girl?
It's not.
What do you mean it's not?
It's not.
Does it bother you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Mommy has to go to work sometimes.
Why?
What do you mean?
Why?
What do you mean, why? I remember I lost Daddy here. He took me to the park. He waited around the sides. He said, go around the whole park. I went around. I couldn't find him, so I went around again, and there he was.
How'd
It's
you
like
lose
he
him?
disappeared.
Maybe he was just walking around too.
He was.
They're tired of waiting for you.
He was walking around, and then I just stopped at the place he should have been. I kept looking around. I couldn't find him. So
Do you think I should buy a gimbal?
What's a gimbal?
The thing that stabilizes. Do you think I should buy another camera?
No.
Why?
Because you don't need one.
Why don't I need one?
Because you have that one.
This is the phone, man. I don't think this is gonna be that good.
What are you talking about? Apple quality is so bomb.
I don't know nothing about that. I just bought a phone.
The quality is clear. It's amazing. Bomb.
Bomb.
Mom Pop
Full
original.
of sugar, dude.
I
I got me an ice cream. Do burn whatever. I gain whatever I'm going to. I walk, but we'll see what happens. So we are at the beach, Long Beach here in New York. The ocean's right behind us right there. But the boardwalk is closed, so we can't go in there, which is, you know. So we found a place that we can potentially go down into the beach because my sister, Ruby, and the family want to be really near the beach. So right behind there, we're gonna go down a secret path here. That's a powerful motor. I can hear it already. I can hear it. At least 1,000. At least 1,000 cc right there. You happy now?
Yes.
You broke the law. You're going to prison. I called the cops on you.
Okay, I'm gonna
My feet are so
video
cold.
myself. Here we go. We are breaking the law.
I hope the view is good and it's recording or we're wasting our time. It should be a decent view. I switched the camera around. Like I said, my nephew borrowed the camera, my camera. So I can't really, how am I gonna end this video?
So this is like
It's a nice day
special
trip.
day.
Oh, here, I can ask you questions. That'll be my video.
What is it? Sorry.
What makes... Okay, you're from the province.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the province are always like, what's the Bisaya? Like, walay mahimo. This is just my life. This is it.
Not all of them.
But what helped you become more, like, no, I want more ambition in my life. What can you give to the people that's, I grew up in America, so I can't really say. You grew up in the province. So what can you tell people out there that are like, you know, because you grew up there? Like,
Okay. Well, for me, to begin with, I am very ambitious. My mom always telling me like, taas kag lupad. Pag taas imong lupad, taas pud ang bagsak. That's why Mama always told me, because I always dream big.
So the translation for that is the higher you go, the better, the harder your fall.
Yes, that's what she always telling me. But in my head, is like I always not satisfied with everything. Like I want to get more what I have. I mean, I'm satisfied, but I always get like better, because when I get something in my head, like I think there's better with this, but there's better more. That's my mindset. But I don't know, like I heard some people they were saying like, oh, it's really hard to do this because we only have this. Like, you know, like a farmer, they don't wanna like before I told my mom that I'm gonna go to college. And then Mama said, oh yeah, you can go to college. But one of my uncle told my mom, I heard it clearly, like, oh, you don't need to send her school, because anyway, he's gonna end up getting married, and then he stays home. The husband will find money or something like that, will work for the family. It's a mindset. I think it's a mindset though. But good thing right now,
I don't like the contento mindset, the content mindset.
But the good thing right now, people, it's like civilized already. Like when they see, especially with the social media thingy, when they see in Facebook and any social media, when they see people, oh, she got this, she got that, oh, she went to college, she went this, she got that. So when they were like, oh, I think I can do that, like, you know, it's a good thing this generation. But I understand, like, the oldest mindset. I think they are like, you know, they are content, and maybe the way they train also. Yes. But myself, I always you know me, I always get more. I'm not like, you know, I'm not content with what I have.
Oh, it is recording. Perfect angle.
Yeah.
I don't know if the angle is good. Another question. This is more. There was a commenter on one of the videos saying that foreigners can't be bosses in businesses.
That's not true. Well,
Because let me finish. Because his wife always protects him, because the Filipino workers will sabotage or end up killing him.
No,
I don't know.
that's not true. That's not true.
I don't know where
That's not true. You know how many friends I have that they own like businesses that their husband is foreigners. Like I have, you know, my uncle,
Yeah.
my tita also. I have my tita from Belgium.
No, I have
their own.
I have relatives that are from Europe, and then they have businesses in the Philippines.
Businesses, and it's about trust. It's about trust. Maybe she doesn't have enough trust.
I mean,
Or-
let me play devil's advocate. Let me, okay. Now, for you guys picking up these type of women, it's that picking up those type of women, and this is like a unwritten thing that many foreigners, if you're married to a Pinay, is, you know the type of woman, I'm talking about. You know that they're afraid that other Filipinos will take you. You know this already, right? You know that.
Or other girls, maybe.
You already know that you are a commodity opposed to a companion sometimes.
Yeah, maybe she was saying that because she's afraid that, you know,
she's gonna get taken away.
Yeah.
That's why there's always a thing when you have a maid in the house, the maid better be uglier than your wife.
What?
Better be uglier than your wife. Because if the maid is, because you know how many stories you hear.
Oh yeah.
Like here's your wife. You picked her up somewhere, and then you take on a maid that's maybe
I mean,
a lot.
that's your opinion. That not all, you know, all women are like that.
Not all women are like that, but I'm saying I have come into occurrences where I see the type of women these guys marry, and I can tell from a distance away, like, okay, I know what type of woman she is. Like, you have to understand, to a degree, you are a come up, you are a commodity for some of these women, because a lot of these women are very practical.
Yeah.
They're super practical. Oh, look at that beautiful car. There's this old mindset of you can't run a business if you're not in the Philippines physically there, because you can't trust your workers. For me, that's that's a very bad mindset. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a very bad mindset. Well, if you don't, you have to hire. Well, there's a risk in it because, you know, you're not there. But, you know, there's like you can get CCTV. You can hire like an accountant or an auditor or a bookkeeper. So it's easy to track if something's going on, and you have to be like, as we experience, you have to be like, what do you call that?
You have to be on top of it.
On top of it. Like, if you have a business back home, if you are outside the countries and you have business like different countries, all you have to do is to hire a good manager. That's my advice.
Yeah.
Hire a good manager, and make sure if you're outside the country, make sure you hire a good auditor, and you have to audit everything, and you know, and you have to be on top of it also. That's my advice.
We audit.
It's working really.
Yeah.
And we audit. It's working
We've
good
had
with
some
us.
businesses we've had for coming on over 10 years. Some coming
Yes.
into a little bit long. Coming into coming to double digits now. So my point is, how do you expect to grow if you can't trust anybody?
Yeah.
You have to be able to trust
you have to
someone.
take the risk, though.
Yeah, you have to be able to have enough of pride to be like, no, I chose that person for this particular reason.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't want to let them run free reign, because then shit can go bad.
Yeah, but if you notice, like, even if you notice just one, if you notice right away, I mean, if you notice, don't wait. You have to
bring
let
it,
that.
I bring it
bring
up.
it up. You have to let it happens to us. We hired we thought it's a good manager also. We hired it, and then that's not even a week. She stole money, and she thought we cannot notice. She thought we cannot, we're not gonna know. But oh my God!
Another thing we do is
we know what she's doing.
Another thing that we do is we have our friends check up all the time.
Yes.
Or we have like almost sometimes secret shoppers. I'll just let my friends just go over there. My friends, my family, go over there and surprise them. Like, oh hey, what's up? Whatever. See how the business is, how everything is going. Think about this. You really think about this. Do you really think the Waltons who run Walmart are at every single Walmart? It's impossible. Do you think the C's who owns Shoe Mart, SM, the Gokong Ways, the Ayalas, that's what managers are for.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are afraid to,
don't get afraid. Try, guys. It's better to take the risk than not doing anything.
Yeah, because you're gonna be full of regrets.
Yes.
But I mean, for me, I never understood that mindset because, especially with today's technology, it's almost hard not to want to run a business from abroad, or not to be able to run a business from abroad. It's almost like, why aren't you doing it? It's just because it's very, especially like it's very easy to watch certain things. Like we don't run department stores. Things can get stolen in that case. But one advice I can give and show you is, or tell you is, whatever business you're planning on doing, actually do it in the Philippines and actually see the benefit of what the businesses that we run. Ruby and I actually did the stuff, like actually woke up in the morning, did this, did that. So we kind of understand the flow of the daily income that comes in through these businesses and the patterns for these businesses. So that's something that you should consider if and when you want to do business abroad. And for those of you who have partners who are, for me, closed-minded that way, you just have to get over that hump, because if it's going to stop you, or you're business-minded like me and you have a partner like that, honestly, you shouldn't be with them, because it's going to hinder you. Because I'm the type of person, I'm very headstrong and I won't stop. So if I had a partner that was not like Ruby, then I probably wouldn't have a partner, because that's the truth. Am I right? Am I wrong? I mean, how do you know me as? How do you know my personality as?
Risk taker.
No, but I mean, am I stubborn? Am I? How am I? Driven. That's my word right there. Driven. Can you stop me? Maybe.
Maybe.
What? Let's say.
Yeah, but if I know that you are like overboard, and because sometimes you just go and not thinking.
Well, that's where our partnership comes from.
Yeah, I always see see the back end, or
I see that. I just take bigger risks.
I always weighing things.
Shut up, Siri.
I'm a risk taker too, but I always weigh things.
Yeah, but I think you're more secure than me.
I start the move.
I'm more speed, she's more perfection, but it's one of those things. But anyway, I'm gonna post this video on a Sunday. Sorry I couldn't post Friday, Saturday. Very swamped with work. It's starting to get hot, starting to get busy. But take care, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.